brother in it together.
It's week 9 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Raiders and the Barons coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Brooklyn ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. If he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this passer.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there on the first play of the game. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Sheffield. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Looking to throw. Sheffield. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing yet turn it into a win.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Let's go!
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 55 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Barons are an extra point away from drawing level.
Get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnes. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, Sheffield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. It's a big play there on third down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Barons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Extra point forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time a 6-play drive. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Las Vegas's offense back out there ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Off play action. Sheffield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's brought down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets it down to the 32. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Second down and inches. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 20-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Let's go. That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Back to throw again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Off the play fake. Sheffield. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Hands it off out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length. Because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, Sheffield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Lane. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Sheffield. And his throw here is incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnes. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. Able to slither by. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Off play action. Sheffield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Okay, I'm not a fan of any routes that just, turn around defensive backs, mainly because I was a defensive back. But the comeback route is so difficult because to sell it, you're selling it like it's a deep route before you come back towards either the line of scrimmage or the sideline. And, boy, that one worked to perfection.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
There we go.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learned that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
Now he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Barons are an extra point away from evening this one up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Sheffield looking deep now for McCoy. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there for the Raiders. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, Most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. On first down, Sheffield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Keeps himself upright. Wide open receiver complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Barons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Pulls it in at the 13, and he won't quite make it to the 25.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second and 6. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On 1st and 10, Sheffield. And that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And to give this time to the tailback. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Sheffield. Over the middle, complete. It's Barnes.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Sheffield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
It's a big play there for Vegas. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up. Get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Sheffield. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And they bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .51 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been consistent, hasn't he?